Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Chasers, come to you live from Vietnam, guys. Howdy. And we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin. We're going to be talking about why is Dogecoin dumping. We're going to be talking about basically everything crypto related and what you should freaking do out there. And should you be panicking? And guys, we're only 3 days away from one of the biggest, hugest events in crypto, and that is the halving, guys. And let's jump into it. Let's freaking jump into it. So remember, none of this is financial advice. Don't forget to go down there, smash the freaking likes. Looks like that in case you got smash the likes avoidance syndrome. And remember, if you're watching, turn on subscribe and turn on all notifications. That would be very much appreciated. So I'm down at the beach, just across the road from my house, and let's jump into it. So what are we seeing right now? We're seeing that Bitcoin right now is around about $63,000. And we did see that Bitcoin dumped all the way from $70,000. Now, before we talk about why it dumped and all of that kind of stuff, you guys just need to take a freaking chill pill, relax, and understand one freaking thing. That on March 19th, I repeat, March 19th, Bitcoin was at exactly the same level. So before we start talking about gloom and doom and all that kind of stuff, remember, only a month ago, well, if I look at this, 17th today of April, less than a month, we were at the same levels, and nobody was freaking panicking. Everybody's like, yeah, oh, it's going up, things are going great. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. So why is Bitcoin dumping? Why is Bitcoin going down? Well, there are about 3 reasons. One, geopolitical reasons. We got the Iran-Iraq thing. That's one of the reasons. We also have perpetual futures, aka derivatives leverage trading. We saw that a lot of profit was taken. That's another reason. And also, GBTC, they've been selling. And did you know, since the Bitcoin ETFs, that GBTC has sold over 50% of their Bitcoin, and they've got roughly around about 329,000 Bitcoin left. So they don't have too much to sell. We've been seeing that in terms of buyers buying spot Bitcoin ETFs, we're seeing that the buyers are kind of quiet now. We're seeing that there's a lot of quiet, and that really has to do with the fact that we got the halving, and it's only like 2 days and 20 hours away before the freaking halving. So we're seeing, people that would normally be buying the Bitcoin spot ETF are kind of like on hold, right? The other good news, as you know, is that Hong Kong did approve the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETF out there, so that is pretty good. Now, it hasn't started trading yet, okay? It hasn't freaking started trading yet, but it's going to start trading very, very soon. And a lot of people are anticipating that the Hong Kong Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETF will start trading probably just after the halving. So that is phenomenally good news out there. Hey, to all my brothers and sisters who are at the Bitcoin conference in Dubai, guess what? If you go check on Twitter or X, Dubai is flooded. So a lot of people can't go to the conference because it's flooded. And it's kind of weird. I didn't know that in Dubai, because it only rains like 2 or 3 days a year. What happened is they didn't have like a drainage system. And because of that, even like a small amount of rain, what happens is it floods. So if you go over to Twitter, search Dubai flooding, you'll see that there's a lot of cars that are kind of like underwater. Like, go figure, what is that all about? So I guess push matter on the Bitcoin conference. So that's kind of like what's going on. So we kind of talked about some of the reasons that Bitcoin is dumping, and if we talk about the whole geopolitical situation out there with Bitcoin, yeah, let's see. From my perspective, I don't think the U.S. can afford to escalate the conflict anymore. They just can't afford it. So I don't think they're going to really jump into it. And we see that the whole conflict right now in the U.S. is kind of like dying down. So I think it's going to be like like a nothing burger. That's what I think is going to happen from my perspective. So let's talk about Dogecoin. Dogecoin right now is trading. It's kind of like range bound between 15 and about 15.67, 15.75, and it's just kind of stuck in this tight freaking range, and that's kind of where it's going to be at. We did see that Elon Musk did post something about Dogecoin. Basically, he had a Monty Python Life of Brian meme out there, and he said, "Oh, mainstream media is covering Doge." So that's what they talked about. It really didn't have too much of an effect. Dogecoin kind of went up 8%, but then after that, it just kind of like went back down, down again. So that didn't really have the effect. I'm going to go walk in the water. Look, I'm going. OG's going in the water. Look, you see the feet? Look, I'm going in the water there. So yeah, so hopefully a big shark doesn't come out and grab me and suck me under. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So that really didn't have much effect. We're also seeing that for Dogecoin, we're also seeing that there's been some profit taking, and we're seeing that the volumes are pretty light right now. And once again, the whole crypto market, the whole crypto world is waiting for one thing, and that is the halving. Unfortunately, this whole conflict in where in Israel and Iran is poorly timed to coincide with the halving. So it's going to take some of the wind out of the halving, and it's going to be a bit of a poopish matter from that perspective. So in terms of real news, there's not any real news. Looks like Gary's getting sued again out there for data collection and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. I really believe that Gary's days are numbered. I don't think he's going to last much longer, and I think it's just a matter of time, time before he's out of there. I don't forget we've got elections coming as well, so that's normally a positive thing to have elections. Normally, Bitcoin is going to go up. So I'm still pretty confident that what's going to happen is going to have the halving in 2 to 3 days. Not much is going to happen for the first week. You'll probably see the markets continue to consolidate. One day slightly up, one day slightly down. We're going to be like range bound consolidated in this area. So this is really important to happen, very important to note. But within 2 weeks to 3 weeks after the halving, we should see a considerable amount of liquidity coming into the market. You'll start to see the Hong Kong Bitcoin ETF and all the other ETF buyers are going to be back in play, and that's going to really pump up Dogecoin, pump up crypto, and it's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing, guys. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty psyched about it, and I think you all should be. So what should you be doing right now? Do absolutely nothing. I still think it's a great time to be buying the freaking dips, guys. Buy the dips right now while you can. Any Dogecoin, in my opinion, under 16 cents is a huge freaking buy, huge freaking win. So that's my perspective on things. That should be your perspective on things. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Absolutely don't worry. Don't panic. It's a great freaking time to be alive, guys. So I'll see you all in the freaking next one. I'm at the beach here, as you can see. It's a wonderful day. The sun is coming up, and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And I think today's going to be a barn burner. And we're seeing that most of Asia right now, we're kind of having like a heat wave. Most of the Asian capitals are like over 40 degrees. It's hot. So the only time that we can survive is to go out early in the morning, guys. So I'll see you in the freaking next one. Peace out.